Hello and welcome to Connect MKE. I'm your host, Denise Callaway. This morning, we'll look at programs that help improve our health. One looks at an established program in a new location that brings healthy food options to the community, even in the middle of winter. Then we'll learn about the importance of health access to improving outcomes for everyone. Milwaukee Winter Farmers Market has been around for 14 years, but this year it has a new location in a new neighborhood with a new opportunity to reach more people. Let's learn more from Venus Williams. She is the Interim Executive Director of Fondy Food Center, which also operates Milwaukee Winter Farmers Market. She is also the Executive Director of Alice's Garden Urban Farm. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Of course. Tell us, what will people find at the Winter Farmers Market?
At the Milwaukee Winter Farmers Market, you will find fresh produce this time of year that is not always readily available, that is locally and regionally grown. So from winter squash to parsley to celery, lots of apples right now at the Milwaukee Winter Farmers Market, fresh mushrooms, and many other items that contribute to our winter health, such as locally produced honey, lots of honey that really acts as a natural vaccine when we're dealing with things like respiratory issues and cold and cough. We'll also find a lot of artisan food. So a lot of value added products from sauces to jams, even body products. We never think about keeping ourselves healthy through the way we care for our skin, which is our largest organ. So even all organic, natural body products. One of the crowd favorites every winter is elderberry syrup. So to have locally produced elderberry syrup from several different vendors who are at the Milwaukee Winter Farmers Market is a natural boost to our health and wellness as well.
Now, you know so many different things about how products can really help our health and help us keep us safe and as healthy as possible. Tell us a little bit about the elderberry syrup.
So elderberry syrup is a cough syrup, but you don't wait until you have a cough. You want to take a teaspoon of elderberry syrup just as a preventative measure. It could be something that you do every morning. It is high in antioxidants and really helps to boost your immune system. We also have a lot of locally produced sea moss products. A lot of people are into sea moss right now, which replicates 92 or 91, I always get that confused, of the same vitamins and minerals that we have in our own body. So it gives you a huge immediate boost to your immune system. Fresh produce, locally grown, cannot be available in the quantities that we wanted all year round, but there are some other things and other products that nature provides with the added help of some very productive entrepreneurs that are available at the Milwaukee Winter Farmers Market.
So folks just don't have access to, think of the farmers markets probably like we do in the summer where it's lots of fresh produce. There's an opportunity there to not only access products, but to learn about how these products can really help our bodies during this time of year.
Indeed. One of the things that the Milwaukee Winter Farmers Market encourages in the way that we have it set up, and in the leisure, in the summer, you go to a farmer's market and it's a stop and you have 50 other things to do on a Saturday. In the winter, people come and linger at the Milwaukee Winter Farmers Market. So you have conversations with the producers of these products, and they are always passionate about what they create and eager to tell you why drinking this particular herbal tea is really good for you, why, even though it was grown locally and is dried now, why you need to have nettle in your life. We say, when in doubt, nettle. So it's not only about coming to shop, it's about coming to interact and to learn from the makers and the farmers and the producers who so want to engage the community in conversation.
People now have a new location where they can visit you and they can linger. You're now at the former Capitol Drive Lutheran Church on 53rd and Capitol. It's a really big space, former church. How did you get there?
So it is still a church. Because I have nothing else to do in my life, I am also a Lutheran lay minister. So I've been serving in the city for 33 years, and this is my home. It's the home of our ministry, The Table, who is happy to provide this space for the Fondy Food Center and the Milwaukee Winter Farmers Market. This building was gifted, and I did say gifted, to the Table by the Capitol Drive Lutheran Church members. We've been in the building since February, but the legal transfer happened just in October of this year, or was that November? Either way, we are so happy that the timing was perfect to have this temporary home for the Milwaukee Winter Farmers Market. Next year, it will move into the Legacy Bank building where the Fondy Food Center offices have just relocated.
So, with this additional space that you have now, you're able to do some things that you weren't able to do before. There are other programs that now are at the market available for people to access when they're there, that people can take advantage of. Tell us about some of those different programs that are there.
Yes, Yoga Flow Wellness. We have a wellness studio that is run by Cheryl Robertson. And so you can come in the morning, you can get a yoga class or a different exercise class. Downstairs, there's Mystic Phoenix Art, an art studio. So a family engagement with art projects that are seasonal and timely for the things that go on during the winter. During the month of December, for December 17th, we're going to have Santa come visit us during the Milwaukee Winter Farmers Market. And on December 17th, we're going to do holiday karaoke. We will have conversations and meetings about farming and growing your own food as we move into January and February. We'll do many workshops, free workshops during the Milwaukee Winter Farmers Market in the basement.
Previously, the farmers market, the Winter Farmers Market, was located for a number of years at State Fair, and then you were also located last year. You're in the Fiserv Forum area near the Deer District. This year, you're in a different location, and it really offers an opportunity to reach a different part of the community.
Yes, many people remember the Milwaukee Winter Farmers Market as being at the Mitchell Park Domes. And we left the Domes because it's a rental space and they really needed that space. To be at 53rd and Capitol on the north side of town means that people who have never traveled across the bridge to the Domes or to State Fair Park or even downtown for the Milwaukee Winter Farmers Market can access it now. We are seeing more community members who live on the north side of Milwaukee who didn't even know there was a Milwaukee Winter Farmers Market. And I get especially excited when I see our elders coming in. Lots of elders from the community are now shopping at the Milwaukee Winter Farmers Market. And then a lot of the young families who are coming, and the kids love exploring the space and touching things. Allow children to come and touch. Do not hit their hands, and let them explore all of this wonderful goodness that is a learning experience about health and wellness and healthy food access.
What kind of difference does that make now that you're able to access and support another part of the community? What kind of difference does that make in terms of introducing people to information, products that they might not have known about otherwise?
Just a couple of weeks ago at the market, when one of our elderberry producers was there and the child was coughing, and I heard the mother say, "We need to go to the store to get," and she named a name brand cough syrup. When that maker explained to her the difference between that name brand and this all natural elderberry, and when she explained to this young mother that you too can grow your own elderberry bush in your yard, that's magical for me. This was a young mother who had never even thought about cultivating goodness in her backyard or front yard for her family. So there is just that kind of access and knowledge that has already happened. And then for me to be on this major bus line, and there are people who have already just gotten off the bus because what's going on at this church now? I've never seen this much activity at this church. So just for people to come in and to explore and to learn things that they had never imagined was accessible for their life journey. This is the gift of the Milwaukee Winter Farmers Market being located at 53rd and Capitol, right across from the Midtown Shopping Center.
And because you have this new community that can be reached, what kinds of additional outreach are you doing, other than we hope the word will get out to more people from this program? But what other kinds of outreach are you doing to let the community know this resource is now so close at hand?
We have been flyering the neighborhood. I'm laughing because someone came a week ago because we had put flyers on their cars as they were in the Pick and Save shopping um, parking lot, in the parking lot. And at first they came to fuss until they came in. I'm like, oh my gosh, if you had not put this on my car, I would not have known that this is right here in the neighborhood where I often shop. So we are providing another shopping opportunity that is healthy for the community. But we also have service organizations, community service organizations who are set up every week at the Milwaukee Winter Farmers Market. So whether it is the vaccination clinic that is there and continues to be there at the market, whether it is learning about food share at the Winter Farmers Market, we will be inviting a lot of the other service providers just in the same neighborhood to collaborate with them to reach other families and individuals on the north side of Milwaukee. We know that a lot of people come from beyond the north side of Milwaukee, and we're happy about that. But we really are planning to do some intentional newspaper and radio outreach to our community, to the stations that we listen to invite people to come in, to linger, to be healthier this winter, and even just to exhale, to just come and sit. There is something aesthetically soothing about this year's market. And that's what we hear more than anything. This space is beautiful. When I walk in here, I feel so relaxed. There was a woman who said, I felt my shoulders just go down just when I came into this market space. And that makes me just really both proud and humbled to be able to give this sacred food space to this community.
Well, Venus, thank you so much for all you're doing and for being with us today. To get more information on Milwaukee's Winter Farmers Market, visit the Fondy Market website or follow Milwaukee Winter Farmers Market on Facebook. Up next, we'll explore efforts by a local healthcare system to improve greater health access in our communities across our area.